Hello everyone, my name's Untogether. Welcome to this, the next of our many Geoguessr challenges, where I guess my way around the world, and then you laugh at me for how stupid I'm being. So, where are we on this one? What do we think where we are? Normally I see big roads like this and these kind of cars, and I think the USA, but these road markings, I'm not sure. Though, detour in there, yellow signs. Confusing. Confusing sign. So let's have a nose up the road and let's see where we can see. So last time out, we did pretty good actually. Well, we did pretty good on one of our guesses, not so good on the... What the heck? Not so good on the rest of them. So folks, I'm going to go back because I think I just saw a car in the middle of the air, which was a bit of an odd... Yep. The jumping... What the... There was a car carrier. I'm assuming it was that. Let's have a look. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, that makes sense, because just to see the back of those two cars there like that, that was a bit disconcerting. Yeah, we did all right. The French of all people. Bonjour, bonjour, monsieur, maman. I meant to say mademoiselle and said maman. I don't know why I did that. The French helped us out. We found we got to within a very few meters. We got a very high score. We found a town that was pretty close to the French-Spanish border on the coast, on the east side down there. Derry. Now, anybody who's ever read a Stephen King book knows that Derry's in Maine. So perhaps we are in the States then. I thought we were going to be in Canada. Just usually in the States I tend to see yellow road markings. So we're up in Maine, if indeed this is that Derry. Let's assume that it is, because, you know, there's Bangor. There's the only other place that we know in Maine, apart from all the little towns that he makes up where people get eaten by things. And I-95 again. I-95 runs through Nevada, it runs through Vegas, doesn't it? So I-95 runs the entire length of the country. Wow, all the way from here and all... Blimey, that is one hell of a long road. Okay, so 295, no, 982 is the road that we're on here, what we're looking for. But we're looking for Derry, assuming this is the Derry in Maine. And assuming there is even a Derry in Maine, of course. But we're just guessing. I mean, looking at the sort of the greenery around, it certainly looks like the sort of northern parts of the US. Anything else on more? No, just Derry Livermore Road, that was all that said on there. So okay, so let's have a spin around. Is it Belfast in Maine? Okay, Bangor, Millbridge, Machias. Don't seem to be a particularly massively populated area. If we zoom in, no. So if we zoom in that close, you see it takes us forever to get around where it is we want to look for. So look around the Bangor area. No. Nowhere, I'm not sure particularly. Portland's in Maine as well, yeah. Let's have a look around there. Portsmouth, yeah. Newburyport, Haverhill, okay, and Andover. Yeah, lots and lots of Derry. There we are. I was about to say lots and lots of English names, and then Derry turns up, which is obviously an Irish name. So, what road were we on? The or the 982, wasn't it? Now this is Derry. So whether this is the Derry that we're on here. That's something about Route 22 rentals. Rockingham Road. Wow. But that's a Derry South, didn't it? So Derry South could be out as far as this way. I can't see the road that we're on. It makes me think that perhaps this is a different Derry. There may well be more than one in the big old USA, which wouldn't surprise me. But we're going to have a guess here anyway. So we're going to come South Derry, since this is the turn off for South Derry. So we're going to drop our mark here. Let's see. Wow, Pennsylvania. Is there a Derry here? No. There's a Blairsville. Oh, is that? Oh, there we are. Derry here. So yep, Stephen King, you screwed us out of points. Thanks for that. So yeah, hope you're proud of yourself, Stephen. Good for that. Thanks very much. Still 715 and 2,300 points. I would have guessed somewhere in the northern USA. Actually, I'd have probably gone a bit into Canada. I'd have probably gone a bit northern Canada. I'd have probably wound up here somewhere without that. So it actually helped us out a little bit, but not too bad. So where are we here? So here, I think we're in the southern part of the US. Well, there's a nice flag. That really helps us out. But again, you can see the difference in the grassland, in the trees and in the scrub from what we saw in that northern part of the USA to what we're seeing here, which and this kind of more, you know, sun bleached kind of earth kind of ground really makes me think we're further in the south. It's a warmer climate. Obviously the closer you get to the equator, the warmer you're going to be. And so yeah, I mean, a lot of northern USA in terms of Baker Cemetery. Right, there are too many Bakers. Baker to me rings a bell for something, but for some reason I'm thinking Texas. But there's probably as many. What's going on? Stop. There's as many Bakers as there are, well, Derrys. So we'll keep having a look and we'll see if we can see anything else. So I did name one of these before, Everywhere is Texas, and that's certainly where I'm thinking that our guess is going to go. We're going to get a street number here, anywhere. Go past the sign. It probably wouldn't help us anyway, because it's not a massive road. It's not going to be something that's obvious when we come in. So again, we end up getting a lot of these on Geoguessr. You get dropped into a long, straight road with very, very little on it. And yeah, and there's not much that you can do. So based on, again, I think these look like US road markings, based on the scrub, based on the thing of the dirt, we are going to go into Texas, and we are going to go here, because why not? Because it's better than there or there or there. Not too bad, actually. Hey, do you know what? Sweetwater. That was much closer than the other guess. Everywhere is Texas. Thank you, Texas. Even in unpopulated parts of Texas, look how they make their roads. Everything's. Not sure how it put us there, because that's right in the middle of nowhere. That's not even on a road. I was looking for Baker Cemetery since we saw a sign for that, but I can't see anywhere around there. So yep, pretty good, pretty darn good. 2,948, that's an excellent start. 5,248 after 2 goes. I've always said 10,000 is a respectable score. It's not brilliant, but you can kind of hold your head up. 5 guesses, 10,000 points. You can kind of hold your head up and say, I haven't made a massive idiot of myself. I have scored under 10,000 a couple of times on these videos, and yeah, and I was a massive idiot. Road sign looked English, greenery looks English, that fence kind of does, but then those houses kind of don't. Certainly not that one there. So where the heck are we? Out in the countryside on a windy path. I can't even really narrow this down to a country yet, so we're going to have to keep coming up this dirt road until we get to this lovely. Oh, okay. Those blue, we can't. I obviously can't read that. That's blurred out. But those blue signs tend to indicate to me Scandinavia, rather than anywhere else. again when all we're seeing is forest, the odd field and a dirt road. What do you say on there? Talsu spray guns, okay. So I think we're certainly, apologies to anybody who lives up there, certainly somewhere up Scandinavian, and for some reason, I don't know why, I'm thinking Finnish, I'm thinking Finland with that, rather than Norway or Sweden, or even Denmark. For some reason I've got Finland in my mind, just on that little bit of writing that we saw on that van. Finland obviously is a very big country, and so whereabouts in Finland is anybody's guess. Or whereabouts in Scandinavia, but again I think we can just keep popping up this road until our day ends. So let's have a look here. I don't think we're massively far north because everything looks nice and green and relatively temperate before you start getting to the thing here. So I'm going to pop this in here, Helsinki and Turku, in between the two cities there, and let's see. Latvia. Wow. Okay, Latvia. I mean, we ended up being actually not that far away, and we got a decent score, but that was not what I was expecting at all. So Latvia. Okay, I think that's maybe the first time we've ever been there, and all the way down into there, to the Talsi municipality. Okay, good. Right, wow. Scroll out of there, get a little bit of resolution. PHPA, don't know, doesn't really help. So keep left. We're somewhere they speak English. Esplanade Hotel. Wow. Palm trees, that's a nice clue. Stop signs. Well, okay. So, South America, South USA I should say, is what I'm thinking. Let's go up this road here then. Now what does that say over there? The Headland Emporium. Okay, so perhaps Headland is the town that we're in. Design tech, used furniture, small business, yeah, so the Headland Business Information Centre. So we're in a town of Headland, and if they could tell me a state, that would really help me out. So I'm wondering if we should go back into town. Perhaps let's go down this road. It's the same road we came up. So yeah, something. We'll just keep going around in circles here for the moment. Something like, you know, so and so realtors the best in Florida. That would be helpful if that's if it would say that. Pilbara Nissan, or Nissan if you're American, because they pronounce it incorrectly. Yeah, I went there. Pronounced Nissan incorrectly, and you pronounce aluminum incorrectly as well. That's wrong. It's aluminium. You should know that. Okay, somebody smashed the sign. Obviously didn't like them. Was that? Not being dumb. Is that like sign in the shape of something that looks a bit? I don't know. Is that broken, or is that supposed to be the shape of the state? Who knows? Who knows? Subaru, Toyota. I don't know, foreign cars over here. Make anything out from this side of the road? No, far too low resolution to help us in any way, shape or form. Okay, was that a carpet place? It looks like a pizza place, but no, it's a carpet place. So the town of Headland, yeah, we could spend the next 15 hours looking for that. We're in somewhere there's palm trees. So am I going to go Florida? Somewhere in Florida? I suppose there's more places in the States with palm trees than just Florida, but I've read that for a moment as Royal Face Palm, which would have been, that certainly would have been on my to visit list, but that's not it. So we're somewhere relatively inland in Florida. Let's just go Central Florida here. And let's see what we get. Wow. Holy 27 points. I could possibly not have been further away if I tried. That is the worst guess I have ever had. And I've had some real bad ones. I'll tell you, there we are, Port Hedland, look at that. And it was right on the coast as well, like an idiot. It wasn't even inland anywhere. Wow, that was appalling. So there must have been clues there to the fact that that was Australia that I didn't pick up. Wow, that is absolutely pathetic. Yep, laugh at me. Yeah, it's deserved. 27 points is a low. It can't be much farther away where you end up getting 0. So 7,814 to make our 10,000, and to not be an idiot today, we are going to have to work relatively hard. Night transportation. Now the truck looks American, just from the method of that, as do the vehicles here. Although, as we've just learned, perhaps this is Australia again. So we are on a lake and mountains. That does not narrow anything down. See, these signs, they look reminiscent of the ones we just saw, which was Australia. Wrong way. Yep, thank you. So if we turn around, it might give us... Ooh, bump up this way. I think that just says rest area. It does. 35 miles an hour. So we're in the States, I think. Thank you, miles per hour, and not anything else. Although again, these roads don't massively look American. I bet the sign we just passed over here says rest area half a mile or something similar. Next right, okay. Hell of a place though, look at this. Sure is something to see there. We jump over this side of the road? No, we're just going to keep going up here. So, one long straight road. That will undoubtedly say rest area 1 mile, so we won't bother to turn around there. So, the salt flats, the plains. Where do they do those land speed records? Maybe it's somewhere around there. But yeah, it's somewhere with a lot of flats. And again, it's one of these huge places. Long straight road. Nothing on it. Nothing to indicate, you know, even vaguely where you are. 10,000 points might be out of reach today. See, I don't even know, are we south or are we north? USA. It's almost impossible to tell because is that snow? Wow. Okay, well, we're gonna have to bite the bullet in a minute and take a guess, and that last round point's 27, for goodness sake. Well, if we can do better than that, which I'm sure we will. I think this might be USA. This be Alaska? Do they have these sort of big flat places? Let's just see what this sign says. Soft shoulder. Well, that doesn't help me at all. Okay, we're going up here. We're going to Alaska. It doesn't even seem to have a single habited place in there, or a road or anything. There's Anchorage. Oop, no, didn't want to drop that there. So we're along straight flat road in amongst a load of snow. So it's either over here or over here. Let's go over here and then let's make our guess. No, Utah? What? I thought there was snow and that's, oh my goodness me. 1739, another 3,300 kilometres away, which makes our finish 9,553. So we didn't do badly with our first 2 or 3 goes, and then we absolutely went completely rubbish with those last couple. In particular, me confusing Florida for Australia. Holy cow. So, there we go, folks. A distressing day. One in which I humiliated myself, and that's probably why you're here. So So, hope you enjoyed that, folks. My name's been On Together, and I will see you for the next one.